share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it's caught. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Again, McCaffrey. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell from a yard out. And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a play fake. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD. Earlier about spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Play action, it's Newton. Out to his left. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready up.
Well, following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Lance to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The 40. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Here we go.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point attempt to come here. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. On the move to his left. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton rolling to his left. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd down and goal. Newton. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Off play action. Newton steps away.
He lets this one fly.
Zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Lance.
Can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Purdy off the play fake. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Deebo Samuel saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the 49ers are pouring it on. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well. And Lance going to throw. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
73 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down. Working from the gun, Lance.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to claw one back.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Out to his left. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Purdy. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they get this down to around the 47-yard line. Play action. Now Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Purdy on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start the drive with Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And Lance now to throw. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Lance looking to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Ready.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point safely through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they have easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Mayfield off the play fake. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
White, yellow, check white. Yellow, 1.
To throw, it's Lance. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Ready.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Lance.
Setting up the screen for Cook.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Set, hut. Hut, go.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Mayfield winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
Andrew Booth making the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Now Gold for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. That's to Cook out of the backfield. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Osborne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And complete right side to Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Ready.
To throw again on second down. Lance right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Mayfield. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays. And you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Lance again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Lance going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
One final try now for Lance. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the
back in Week 14. The Buccaneers won a shootout in the...
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second and 5 now. Brady. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On play action, now Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Play action, now it's Brady. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They go play action. Cousins winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Cousins taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, Cousins. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
This one taken in by Otten. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. His first divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. On the draw, this is Fournette.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Looking for Cade Otton that time. And that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Cousins to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Cousins again. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Cousins will try and throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction, unfortunately haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot